Hello, everybody. It's Bob Anderson, and today is July 25th, 2025. And I'm going to try to record this for the second time. God dang it. I recorded this intro already. Anyways, and it got corrupted. Anyway, um, what I wanted to say was that, yesterday I think I took a couple trades, break even, lost $11 because of commissions. And then today I made $26. Well, actually, I made $26 that I videotaped. I'm actually in a trade right now. I'm in a 5 minute red line short in the RTY that I didn't record, and it's about ready to go to my target. So I actually am going to make money. It's the short and the 5 minute red line at 11. What's the entry here? 11:48. It was pretty dicey, but anyways, but it's working. So, anyways, so here's the deal. Yesterday, today, here's what I did. I looked at the market. I didn't see any movement. I talk about it in while I'm trading in these videos below here today after this part, and then what I did is I would move my stop to even as soon as possible because I didn't have any confidence that we were going to go to target. I didn't, the two trades I took today went in my favor immediately, unlike this one I am in, and I'm about to make $400 on. Actually, come on, hold on here. Let me move my stop. Yeah, here we go. There we go. So, anyways, come on, I am so close to my target. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about is the fact that when the market's giving money away, then you take it. When it's not giving money away, you got to be really careful. And that's exactly what I've done for the last 2 days. I mean, yesterday the market just wasn't doing anything worth talking about. Today it's not doing anything worth talking about. We're hanging out at the overnight open in both the ES and the NQ. I called it quits like a little after 10 o'clock, just said forget it. The only instrument moving that I had any confidence in today was the RTY, which is why I'm in this RTY trade right now, which is still not doing great. But I'm going to make money. But one of the things I also wanted to talk about was okay. So like on Tuesday and Wednesday, for example, when I made some big money, it's like this is screen time. You can't replace screen time. So I knew the markets were moving violently up and down, north and south, and so I gave those trades room because rinse, wash, repeat. You see the same patterns doing the same things. I'm out. All right, $238 for today. So, anyways, you said rinse, wash, repeat, rinse, wash, repeat. So, I gave those trades room today and yesterday. I didn't give them room. And that comes from screen time, just recognizing what is a good trade, what's not a good trade. And I mean, not necessarily not a good trade, but not necessarily a high profitable trade setup. And, and you just, because the market conditions are just not there. I'm kind of pissed at myself because the first trade I took today, I knew where the target was, and that's where it went and rotated back. And I was, my initial target out on my ATM was a few ticks beyond that, and it came back and knocked me out at even. That's my own fault, just being stupid. But anyways, one of the things I want to talk about real quickly here is somebody asked me, Bob, how do you know a rejection versus a crossover retest on the lines? And I mean, it's pretty. I'm going to do a line here, and I'm going to talk about this. Okay, first off, if you're looking for a rejection, then you need violence. And I mean violence. You need violence going to that line. And the other thing is it needs to be new violence. It needs to be a new war being created. Okay. The war needs to be new, and you need to be ready for that new war. And what I mean by that is that the first thing you need to do is look to the left. And when you look to the left, you don't see that you've been here for a good 3 hours or so, then you can say, okay, this is a new war. I want to be involved in this new war. Okay. If you look to the left and you've been there like 30 minutes ago, you definitely don't want to be in this war. Okay. Because that's where you get into the one, where you get into the 1, 2, 3. I mean, 2, 3. That's when you start getting into this stuff where they start stair-stepping the bottoms, and you're going to get caught up in a situation where they're not really. If you're looking at this attempt here, you look to the left and you see that we've been here, and then you're about ready to look for a rejection here. You're in trouble, okay? Because that's a sign that they're trying to bring it north. They just don't have the energy. They're building up the energy, okay? So you look to your left, step 1. Have you been here before? Have you been here recently? If the answer is no, then boom, you passed the first step of that test. The second step is the violence. If you're going to get a rejection trade, there needs to be violence. What's the sign of violence? Candles in a sequence. My drawing skills are really bad today. Candles in a sequence where the bottoms are either equal to or higher than for a short, and the same thing on the other way around. Just like a 1 minute gold line, you need to see a sequence. And I tell people, you want a good 4 candles. You want a good 4 candles. Now, granted, if the candles are extremely large, then you don't necessarily have to have 4. But you need to see the pattern. You need to see that price is. What you need to see is that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the algos start kicking in, so on the shorts, the people going short, they're going to make them feel pain. They're going to feel intentional, aggressive pain to stay in that short, because remember, their objective is to squeeze out their stops and then run it back the other way. For the ones that chased it that way and take their money. Okay? And what they're looking for is a sequence. They're looking for a place to do that rotation from. So they can all do it together instead of stealing each other's monies. So what you're doing is you're looking for a sequence in a row with violence, say on a short, to the bottom of that line. Okay, you need to look to the left to see if you've been there recently. The answers to those 2 questions are no. You might have a short. Okay. The other thing, so let's just say price keeps going and it goes up. Obviously, that's no shorts anymore either. So a retest can be a myriad of things. It can be this whole sequence and then a crossover and space like that. Which is exactly the trade I took in NQ earlier this week for $1,000. This was the pattern. They just violently went right through the overnight open, went straight up, then came violently straight back down. You don't have to have that kind of violence on the retest, but what you like to do is you like to see conviction. And so one of the ways conviction that we're looking to go long. So one of the ways to know that you have conviction is they cross over and they create space before they rotate back. Okay? So that's a crossover retest. So the rejection is, again, look to your left. Have you been here recently? No. If you haven't been here recently, then you need a sequence of candles with violence, not just meandering price to that line. Because if price meanders to that line, actually I talk about that in today's video, because I go back and I look at like 3 o'clock in the morning in NQ or something. There was an exact example of this. I talk about it at 3 o'clock in the morning in today's video. But anyway, so you're looking for violence so that the rejection makes you money, meaning the algos, they're looking for violence. They want to get you to lean in one way and then rotate it right back. And it's all that violence which causes price to accelerate, because you had the people leaning the wrong way and now they're getting out, and they're, and once you start seeing these things, and once you start figuring these things out, I mean, it's maybe a little sadistic, but you're going to start laughing, because you're going to know these are the people that are trapped. These are the people going the wrong way, and they're going to take their money, and they're feeling pain. Okay? Red line. So let's just, the only other time you'd have this is the red line. So with the red line, I've talked about this, and this part can get really long, so I'm going to try to make it short. I don't think this is what you were asking about. But on the red line, you need a Donchian Channel for a short, for example, which, just by the way, that's the RTY trade I took. Donchian Channel short, smooth pullback to that red line, and then a rotation back, continuation in the direction of the slope of that red line and in the continuation of the market. Okay? So if the market's down, you're looking for that crossover retest. You're looking for that, not crossover. You're looking for that Donchian Channel, relatively smooth pullback to that red line in the direction of the market. RTY's down today. That's why I took that trade. It came off of a current day low, which happens to also be a Donchian Channel, of course, back to the red line, and then down it goes. Whereas a crossover retest, what would happen is price would continue up through that red line into some space, some unknown space, don't know why, don't know what it's looking for, and then it starts rotating over and comes back inside the 5-minute red line, creates space, and then has a relatively violent pullback to that red line. You want to see some aggression pull back to that red line, and then the rejection again. And that's shink, shink. It's, yeah. But it has to be in the direction of the market. Now, one caveat to that, one small caveat to that, and that is what I talk about where you've got the trend trade. So if you're in the afternoon and say price is low, say you're having a down day, and all of a sudden the red line starts running, the price starts running through the red line that's sloping down, and it starts creating some, Donchian Channel highs and stuff, and then it rotates back to the red line, and you're not very far from the overnight open. Meaning, like in the RTY, maybe 100 points or something. Not, depending on what kind of price action the market's having that day. And it retests the red line, say at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, somewhere between 1:30 and 2:30, and it retests the red line then. Man, I'm telling you, that trade right there, because that's the heat-seeking missile that's crossing over, retesting that red line, and it's going to walk its way back to the overnight open. And I'm telling you, over and over and over again, that trade happens. But that's the only time that you would take a crossover retest of the red line, counter trend to where the market is that day, is that latter half of the day. Anyways, see the trades I took, see how I got, except this RTY trade I took here for whatever it was, 230. I'm up $238. Everybody have a good weekend. Bye. Well, I'm going to show you why I took this trade, even though it's so damn early. In a second here. Hold on. This is July 25th, Friday. Oh, come on. Come on, RTY. Come on, baby. Come on. Give me my money. Come on, give me one and done. Get me one and done. If you're looking at this, you'll probably figure out why I took this. The main reason I took it. Come on, break that top on the left. Come on, baby. Come on. All right, there we go. Jesus. All right. Now I'm at even. So, come on. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know if we're going to get there. Don't whiplash back. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Don't whiplash back. Come on. Oh my God. Come on. Come on. There's only one main reason I took this early in the trading day. This early. Well, there's a couple, but I mean, there's one main reason. Come on. Come on, RTY. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just give me one and done, please. Just one and done, please. Just one and done, please. Come on. Come on. Come. There you go. Come on. Let's just come on. Why are we walking? We should be running. There you go. Yeah, why are we walking? Come on. Come on. We obviously have some headwinds right here. 9 EMA, bottom of the current, you know, overnight open. God dang it. Come on. Don't whiplash me back. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Obviously, I should have taken my target already. Oh my God. Am I going to get freaking snapped? I should have taken my target already. Big mistake. I should have front run the overnight open. I was just so excited to be in this damn thing, and now we're going to get knocked out. Come on. Jesus, that was a big mistake on my part. Big mistake on my part. Now I'm in it to win it. At this point, I'm in it to win it. It either goes up or I'm in it to win it. Come on. I'm out. No, come on. What a mistake on my part. I shouldn't have front run it like that. I should have front run the overnight open. Come on. That was a mistake on my part. If I make my money now, it's luck. The entry's not luck, what I was looking at. But if this goes up to target, that was just luck. Just pure luck. Pop that top on the left. Pop that top on the left. Come on. Shoot. Pop that top on the left. Not the bottom. The top. The top. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Shoot. Come on. Pop that top on the left. Damn it. This is a big mistake on my part. To not front run the overnight open. That was just a big mistake. Being greedy. Big mistake. Come on. Shh. I'm being honest. This is not looking good. This is really not looking good. How am I still in this trade? How am I still in this trade? I don't know. Come on. No. Yeah. Fuck. Damn it. I should have front run the current open. It just, God dang it. That's my fault. That is my fault. Again, I'm focused so much on the bottom, I'm not looking at the top. Of course, you got to protect the bottom. That's where your loss comes from. But I mean, damn it. That was just freaking stupid on my part. So why did I take this trade? Well, I mean, you had the sequence of candles, but I mean, it's so early. But we had an inside bar on top of the prior day low. I mean, come on, man. You pop out the top of that, it's gone. I mean, I was not going to take this trade at all. until we had it. If this one had come down and broke the bottom, it still had this top. No. But because we had an inside consolidation candle, I was like, I got to take this. I mean, I just got to take it, even though it's so early. With the RTY, I'm not risking a bunch of money or anything. But yeah, that was a mistake on my part. Damn it, Bob. Where's your P&L? Where's your P&L, Bob? Oh, it's over here. Okay. I'm trying to find my account. Hey, I made $1.28 on that after commissions. Look at that. $1.28. $1.28. I made $1.28. Awesome. That is just absolutely stupendous. $1.28. All right. What I am going to pay attention to, just for conversational purposes now, is if this rolls back up, we might have a W pattern because we created a low here, up, down, and then boom. So I'm going to pay attention to this for just a second. Now, again, I've got to have this candle walk its way north of this prior day low for me to even think about that. If this candle closes below that low, even though the W pattern may still form, I don't want to take a trade into the bottom of the prior day low. And then we just created a new low. Okay, so forget it. Just forget it. Yeah, forget it. No trade there. No trade, Jose. So I didn't do a video yesterday. Man, I just could not find anything to like hang my hat on. I mean, I did a couple dick and dunks here and there where I tried to make big money, but it just wasn't, the market just wasn't with Bob Anderson yesterday. And I took I wrote it down. Well, I don't remember the exact cents. Forget the cents. I took an $11 loss total for the day. $11. It was I made, quote unquote, I made money, but I lost money because of commissions. So I lost $11 yesterday, which, you know what? I'm fine with that, because I did get myself into a couple trades. I did try to make some pretty good money on those trades. But again, it's just like things just weren't really, I didn't let anything have, okay, so let me clarify. I didn't let anything have room yesterday. Okay, I didn't let anything have room. I didn't give anything any room yesterday because there were no clear like zings that I'm looking for where the commitment is we've reversed directions or we're continuing the current direction. There was no clear clairvoyant pattern for me to just throw a trade on and give it a little bit of room. So anything I took yesterday, I really didn't give it any room. And I might have taken 3 or 4 trades, I don't know, but I basically broke even on everything. I just would not give it room. I moved my stop up. There's just some trades I take, and you just got a gut feeling after, it's like screen time. I can't emphasize that enough. But where you just know, listen, this may take off, this may work for me, but I'm not going to give it a lot of room, and I'm going to follow the back of these candles. I'm going to get to break even as quick as possible. The kind of stuff that I did religiously on almost every trade I took, for example, when I was dealing with prop firms, was to just get myself to break even as soon as possible, and then if it runs, let it run. Don't break my 30% rule, and get my money if I can. That was pretty much how I, ran my prop firm money. But this stuff here, with my own money, I can afford to take a $200-300 loss. You know what I mean? If I feel like I'm in something that's really gonna, that like the stars and moons and everything's lining up, for example, let's say it's an equity market trade. and the ES and the RTY and the NQ are all agreeing with each other that today's a long day or today's a short day, and I get a beautiful, pullback red line trade, for example, in RTY, I'm going to probably give that a little bit more room because I'm feeling confident in what's going on in the market. But, if things aren't lining up and whatnot, then I'm probably not going to give it any room. Now, like I said, when I was prop firm trading, I did everything in my power not to give trades room because I didn't want to take $300-$400. I said 400, maybe three. I didn't want to take $300 losses at all. I didn't want to do that. I was just a lot more cautious with my own money. I'm becoming a little bit less. Shouldn't say cautious, just a little bit less concerned with the dollar amount of the loss, as long as it's not something stupid. You know what I mean? As long as where I got taken out is a pivot that, I'm going to trust. And if I get taken out there, then, I got taken out there and I took, $310 loss or whatever it is. I mean, I'm not as concerned about that. Not that I should have been really as concerned with a prop firm either, but I just feel more and more confident that, I can get that $300 back. It's my real money. It's, the world's not coming to an end. I don't have to start a challenge over and all that kind of stuff, stupid stuff like that, where you just start going, oh my God, the stress of being in a challenge is, whatever. But yeah, I'm looking at these charts right now, and I can tell you right now, just quickly, I have no confidence in gold right now. I got a rollover request in gold today, before, when I logged in, and I can see gaps in pricing. Let me just kind of go over that for a second. So I can see gaps on the chart. Like here's gaps, there's gaps in some of these. Here's a gap. There's just gaps. And so, and so like if I look up here, there was at least 3 ticks right here, 4 ticks gaps sometimes between the bid and the ask and stuff like that. And I think the volume is being split between 2 contracts right now. And so I'm just not going to even worry about gold. Gold is thin enough traded that if it has gaps in pricing, I mean, there's gaps all over that screen. Jesus. They even go back further. Right here. Gaps. Gaps. I mean, there's gaps on my screen. There's gaps on my dome, with my bid and my ask. I just don't want to be involved in that. Just too easy to, first of all, you end up getting bad fills. So you're already $30-$40 in the wrong, towards your direction when you get your fills. And then of course the whiplash can be real quick because, there's light volume. So anyway, somebody makes a decision to sell 4 contracts and boom, it drops, 60 cents. It's like, Jesus, just stupid stuff like that. So I'm going to leave gold alone today. I mean, and if this is a sign, and I'm going to show you guys this too while we're sitting here. ES, look at this. What the hell? Okay. I've talked about this before. If price is hanging out at the overnight open, then I don't want anything to do with it. God, it's been hanging out at all freaking night. If price is hanging out at the overnight open, I don't want anything to do with it. If price comes from way up top down to the overnight open or way down below to the overnight open, then I want to be involved, because it's a pivot point. It's a point of resistance / support, until it's no longer resistance slash support, and then it becomes support slash resistance in the other direction. I mean, it's a great pivot spot. But if price is hanging out at the overnight open, then there's no conviction from the market. And if there's no conviction, there's no way to make money. So, anyways, I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want anything to do with it unless it starts moving. The NQ is, it's kind of moving a little bit here. Let me see. Let me blow this one up. Obviously, the RTY is going down. Here's the NQ. NQ had almost an overnight open rejection earlier in the pre-market, about 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but it did have one. Oh, wow. Look at that crossover retest. Wow. Look at that at 3 in the morning. Wow. Doggy. Somebody could have made, and look at that. Kind of like what I was talking about with the trade I took today in RTY. Kind of like what I was talking about. It's like you just get a look, and it's like, wait a second, I've got to jump on this. Zing. Look at that. That is beautiful. That really is beautiful. That is beautiful. A hammer candle upside down. Look at that. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But anyway, so let's go over here and just kind of see. Oh, now it's at the overnight open. But so I'm not interested in it. Why am I not interested in it? Well, because I'm not interested in the rejection because it didn't go. Did my charts just freeze? Maybe. I don't know. I can't tell. But anyways, because it didn't go straight there. It went up, then came back down. See this? I want the sequence of candles to be in a row. Just like, let's go back over here on this 3 o'clock in the morning one. See, you had equal bottoms, then this one was higher, then this one was higher, then this one was higher. I mean, it just went in a row. It was all in a row where the bottoms kept climbing and or equal until you got here, and you got to have 3, 4 in a row. And the more you have in a row, the better. Of course, this is pre-market. I mean, this is 3 in the morning. So that really was beautiful. Whereas see how this migrated down and just kind of walked its way, slowly walked. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. What you're asking for here is the market to have energy to run when it had no energy coming into the situation. Here it had energy. So don't be surprised that it has energy back. You get what I'm saying? You're looking for that north-south. You're not looking for that east-west meanders its way to the game. Now, this is getting a little interesting because now we are getting a sequence where they're reaching. Now we are starting to get a sequence where they're reaching. What I would prefer is price to go up, roll over, and sit on top of one of these lines. That's what I would prefer. Anyways, let me just sit here and watch these charts, and if I see something, I'll let you know. Here, let me. Why don't I record this in case I can find something? So we had like a sequence there that ran up, and then a rejection. Now I didn't get involved because we're so tight in between these lines. We're so tight in between these lines. Sorry, my phone just keeps dinging over here. Let me see. It certainly looks like. Where is the RTY? Let me get that back out on my chart here. Let me get this thing out of the way. Let me get it out of the way. And let me look at this. Come on. Come on. Leave some space. This might be good. Leave some space. Leave some space. Leave some space. I'd like it to. I'm in potentially. If we leave space, then come back and go right into the 1 minute gold line. See, we had a crossover. We can get a 1 minute gold line trade here. If we get a pullback plus, we might get a crossover retest to the top of the overnight open long. Oh boy, that would be beautiful. Potentially beautiful. I call it beautiful, but potentially beautiful. What time is it? It is 9:58 candle. Okay, come on. Yeah, let's go to the gold line. Let's go to the gold line. There you go. Okay. Okay, hold on. Boy, that was pretty deep there. Pretty deep cut. By the way, I'm looking at the ES. The ES finally, let me just throw this out here as something to look at. The ES finally created space and it's doing the same thing itself. Finally created space. See the space from that push up to the pull down? So let me just kind of keep focused over here. I don't know that we're going to get anything, but God dang it. Oh, stop. Now just stop. Please. Please stop. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. God dang it. Okay, stop there. So now we're on top of the overnight open and the prior day close. Okay, let's see. 16 seconds. We got a 1 minute gold line and we got a crossover retest of the overnight open potential trade here. Okay, let's go. You ready? Everybody ready? I'm excited. You excited? I'm excited. Are you excited? Oh, jeez. Come on. Well, oh, God, please. Still a 1 minute gold line trade set up. I mean, everything is still in agreement. Again, crossover. Here's our reset candle. Here's a reset candle also. And then up, Donchian Channel high, roll over, smooth pullback. And we're also sitting on the overnight open. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. This is it. We're in. Come on, baby. Go. Come on, 1 minute gold line. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh my God, right into the prior day close. Come on. Okay, come on, baby. Go. Ooh. All right, come on. Okay. I'm gonna go to even. Come on, baby. Go. Come on. Don't do this to me. Don't roll over on me. Come on. You got it. That 1 minute gold line. Look at that. And it was an inside candle too. By the way, did anybody notice that? This candle right here was an inside candle to that. Oh my God, this is great. All right, come on. Run to target. Don't roll over on me. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. No. I hate when freaking NQ does that. It's coming back and testing, cleaning out the stops before it runs. It's going to knock me out. It is. It's got that sign. It's going to do that. Yep. It's got that sign it's going to do that, but I don't want to. Come on, baby. Oh my God. Could we get lucky? Oh my God, we're going to get lucky. All right. So far, a little bit of luck, possibly. Come on. Come on. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Oh, painful. Man, there's just not much energy. Oh, God. Come on, NQ. Oh my God, you're killing me. Where's that 9 EMA? Come on, climb. I need that 9 EMA to start climbing here real quick. Close this candle. Close this candle. Get that 9 up. Get that 9 up. Close this candle. I need that 9 EMA to jump. All right, I need you to jump a little more than that. Because I'm afraid they're going to come back and test the 9. And if they do, they're going to take me out. Yep, they're going to take me out. Damn it. If it comes back and tests the 9, it's going to take me out. I just can't give this thing up. Yep, I'm out. Damn it. There it goes again. There it goes again, man. It's just, yeah. Just no follow through. No follow through. This is kind of what was happening to me yesterday. It's just I could not get anything out of what I was doing. And I gotta remember, man, it's still summer trading. And my hot days have been Mondays and Tuesdays for the last couple weeks. And then as the week goes on, it's just been getting weaker and weaker. This was a beautiful, look at that inside bar. Come on, man. Right here, another inside bar, just like the first trade I took. And if, that should have screamed up to here and taken me out for $500. Yeah. There's just no follow through right now. Again, I got to remind myself it's summer trading, but I want to go big or go home. I don't need to make the $100 this would have got me. I needed the $500. If I'm going to jump in this trade, I need money. Anyways, let me go for now. Shit, what a hold on here. Hold on. Maybe we're going to get a W pattern. Give me a second here. I was about ready to just turn this off. We might get a W pattern. See this low right here, ran up, came back down. I'm going to put an order up here just in case. Just in case if this bottom has to hold for me to do this. Just in case. Because by the way, you can't see this, but on my other screen, I'm also looking at the ES. It's literally it's making a big run off of the PriorDay Open. Beautiful test of it. Hold on here. We just might get lucky. We might get a W pattern. These dirty dogs might be trying to shake out traders before they run. Let's just. I hate to have to do this trade twice because I already stressed the hell out doing it the first time. I do. I already stressed the hell out doing it the first time. Come on. All right, so we might get a W here. If we can get it, hold our pivot here, and then rotate up. Hold our pivot here, which so far we've done that. Now let's go. Let's go. We are on the bottom of the 9 EMA. Come on. Are you going to do it? I'm going to kill this. I did. I killed it. I killed the trade. Let's just see if it works. I killed it. I just kind of lost confidence. It'll probably work like a beast now. I just killed it. I don't know. Yeah, it'll probably work like a beast now. Oh yeah, it's gonna work like a beast. Oh no, what the hell happened there? What the hell happened there? What the hell happened there? That's strange. I would have been out at break even. I mean, I would have. I would have locked in break even on that if I did take it. So it would have been basically no harm, no foul. But that was interesting. That was very interesting. I don't know what that was. All three, ES, NQ, and RTY slammed down at the same time. Huh. Interesting. It looks like I'm going to have a no go day. Here's again. I'm going to go back to this also. Now we're starting to just hang out at the overnight open. Don't want to do that. On top of the fact that ES is still hanging out at the overnight open, don't want to do that. The only one that has any leg on it is the RTY right now. I mean, it's moving. It just did a beautiful 1 minute gold line trade. Look at that. Bam, bam, bam. Short. But see, no follow through. I probably would have gotten popped at break even on that one too. I mean, I would have been on the right side of the trade and all that stuff, but I'd probably have squeezed my stop to even because I'm just not giving today any room for monkey business, and I would have gotten a break even there. There's no doubt. But it's a beautiful setup. Here's your reset candles, your reset candle crossover. You even created a current low, straight, smooth pullback, bam. And it went, 56 to 42. Oh man, it went 24, 25 ticks right there. Wham. And then reversed. There's just no follow through right now, man. It's just, there's no sense in risking money when I can't make money. If I can't make money on the trades, there's no sense in taking the trades.